Okay, guys, just getting back and took a little nap before I go to work. So we went over to Dragon Man's. Highly recommend. Great place to shoot. Very safe. Still got my tag on. Still got it on. Probably wear it to work and get some conversations going. So, really good place to go. So I was with some guys, and one of them didn't shoot with us today because um, I don't know what it is with men. I don't know what it is, but I do know what it is with women. Like, I mean, sometimes, like, I had a situation where a boss had been pretty rude to me, and I felt like walking out, right? Because you don't need it. You don't need that crap. You're at work, and they don't need to be disrespectful to you, right? So, I think from what I've seen, some people are a little more colorful than other people, right? So we went over to Dragon Man's and uh, he laid down the law and he's like, this is the way it is. I think that's just his personality. And my father used to be the same way. If you don't like it, you can leave. So someone was just trying to communicate, that, this is what the sign said. This is what your person said who works for you. And he didn't like the communication was a bit disrespectful. I guess it's perspective too. I didn't take it personal. I didn't take offense, but so this guy chose not to shoot and not to go there because of the communication. So it's important, guys. Though I mean, there is your personality. There's your, who you are. If you're somebody who's just kind of hard nosed and you just, you don't take crap. I think that tends to be how New England is. New England tends to be that way because we are, think about the history. Think about what, families had to go through. I mean, I came from a farm family and I used to wonder, like, why is my grandfather not real friendly? Like, he would make fun of people all the time. He would. I mean, a guy, you go down a Deerfield, you wave to someone and he'd turn around and make fun of that guy. There is a lot of pride too with country folk sometimes. I mean, they've learned how to do everything themselves. They've learned how to survive. They have to take their gun with them usually when they're out farming, when they're, whatever they're doing. They have to protect their land. They have to protect themselves against mountain lions and who knows what else and people trespassing on their property. We were talking a lot about guns today. And we obviously know in Colorado, if you look it up, they're trying to take guns away. They're making a lot of stupid laws. We want to be people who protect the right to our Second Amendment. We want to not feel like, we can't shoot our guns. So, there was a guy there with a semi-automatic machine gun, just a lot of different types of guns over there, AR-15, etc. But maybe I personally would not find a need for those guns at all, but we still have a right to bear arms, period. So we want to fight for that. We want to defend that. That is our right. And the more guns we have, actually the safer we are. We are. And we talked about stupid gun laws. If someone breaks into your home and you shoot them and they fall out the window this side, it's like your fault. There's some stupid law like this. And if they fall into your home, you're safe and you're protected. And somebody was saying, screw the law. Someone breaks into my home, I'm going to bury the body, put some cement over it, and they're never going to know because the guy doesn't belong in my home. Now that's pretty old school, right? But I mean, people don't belong in your home. There's lots of stories of elderly people out there, traveling around and, people messing with them because they're older. That's not okay. And I think if you just like show your gun, lift up your shirt a little, show your gun, and say something like, I don't want trouble or something, you'll be okay. But you cannot ever, pick up a gun unless you're going to use it. So there's a lot of laws on the books. I enjoy supporting Dragon Man's and supporting other shooting places, support gun shops, support these people. They are out there, they're fighting for you, they're fighting for your freedom. And the new administration should be able to bring in more of our constitutional rights. Obviously, as Trump has, you know, deported a lot of illegal immigrants. They don't belong here. It's someone mentioned something. I mean, you watch the news and you're like, well, these poor people, they just came in here. If they're illegal, if they came in illegally, they're illegal. It's so simple. So, I mean, a lot of these guys have, guns. They've been, trained in Salvador or whatever to be violent. And so we are doing the right thing, protecting ourselves first and making sure we stand up for our gun rights. And I would highly recommend anyone who believes in, protecting yourself to stand up with the gun shops. So I will be keeping an eye myself now more diligently on the gun laws because it is important not only ourselves, having these. I heard in Canada, if you have guns, you can't pass them down to family. So that generation is going to be like wiped out with guns. Is that not stupid? I mean, I'd be like, I think I heard they can't even sell them. I don't know. So we want to be able to fight for our rights always, guys, and be vigilant not only with pro-life and stand up for ourselves and stand up for our families and our babies, but we also want to stand up for our gun right laws. And of course, it's not the good guys that you need to be afraid of with the guns, it's the bad guys.